Hi everyone. Welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is meaningful, practical, and fab. Today, we're tackling a very important topic, climate change. It's a global issue that affects everyone, and knowing how to discuss it in English is key to raising awareness and contributing to solutions. In this video, we'll guide you through a thoughtful conversation about climate change, covering key phrases, important vocabulary, and practical ways to talk about its causes, effects, and solutions. Whether you're sharing your thoughts, discussing the latest news, or brainstorming ideas for change, this lesson will help you communicate clearly and confidently. Let's dive in and explore how to talk about climate change in English. Did you see the news about the rising sea levels?
Yeah, it's alarming. They said some coastal cities could be underwater in a few decades if things don't change.
It's hard to wrap your head around how quickly this is happening. Scientists have been warning us for years, but it feels like the changes are getting more intense.
Exactly. The heat waves, wildfires, and storms we've been experiencing seem worse every year. It's like climate change is no longer a distant problem, it's here.
I agree. It's frustrating that some people still don't take it seriously. The evidence is everywhere.
What do you think can be done to slow it down?
For starters, governments need to invest more in renewable energy, like wind and solar power. Reducing carbon emissions is key.
True. I've been trying to make small changes, like using public transport and cutting back on single-use plastics.
That's great. Every little bit helps. But we also need big policy changes to make a real difference.
I heard about some countries pledging to become carbon neutral by 2050. That's promising, but I wonder if it's enough.
I think it's a step in the right direction, but we need action sooner rather than later. Waiting decades might be too late for some regions.
It's such a big issue. Sometimes it feels overwhelming, but I try to stay hopeful.
Same here. I think if enough people get involved and push for change, we can make a difference.
Agreed. Education and awareness are so important. The more people understand the problem, the more likely they are to act.
Absolutely. Thanks for chatting about this, Taylor. It feels good to talk about it and share ideas.
Likewise, Jordan. Let's keep the conversation going and do what we can.
And that's a wrap for today's video on talking about climate change. Let's take a moment to review what we discussed and highlight some key phrases to help you confidently talk about this important topic in English. What we talked about: the impacts of climate change, including rising sea levels, heat waves, wildfires, and storms. The importance of renewable energy and reducing carbon emissions to slow down the effects of climate change. Personal actions like using public transport and cutting back on single-use plastics. Global efforts, such as pledges to become carbon neutral and the need for education and awareness. Key phrases. Did you see the news about the rising sea levels? The heat waves, wildfires, and storms seem worse every year. Climate change is no longer a distant problem, it's here. Governments need to invest more in renewable energy, like wind and solar power. Reducing carbon emissions is key. I've been trying to make small changes, like using public transport and cutting back on single-use plastics. Talking about climate change in English is not only a way to stay informed, but also a way to inspire action and collaboration. These phrases and vocabulary will help you share ideas, raise awareness, and discuss solutions confidently. Okay, thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay fab.